Gullah Geechee, the African-descended people of the coastal Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida. The story of the Gullah Geechee people. Did you know that one of the most powerful, resilient, and culturally rich African communities in America still exists today, holding on to traditions, language, and strength that survived slavery, war, and generations of hardship? Before we begin, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, Black History Stories 13 on YouTube. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that reveals the hidden truths of our past. Now, let's get into it. The Gullah Geechee people are one of the most extraordinary communities in the United States, a people whose culture, language, and traditions stretch directly back to West and Central Africa. Their story begins on the Sea Islands and coastal regions of South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, and northern Florida. These areas were filled with rice fields, indigo plantations, and mosquito-filled marshes. Places so harsh and disease-ridden that white plantation owners rarely lived there for long periods. Because of this, enslaved Africans in these regions lived in large, isolated communities with minimal white supervision. That isolation became the foundation of something powerful. Instead of being stripped of their cultural identity, the Africans who lived on the Sea Islands preserved their African languages, spiritual practices, folklore, art, food traditions, music, and rhythms that shape the sound of the American South. Over time, their blended African languages formed a unique Creole language known as Gullah or Geechee, depending on the region. But this community was more than culture. They were agricultural geniuses. The plantation owners originally struggled to grow rice, but the Africans who were brought from Sierra Leone, Senegal, Gambia, and Guinea already knew how to build irrigation systems, flood and drain fields, cultivate rice with precision, manage swamps and waterways. It was their knowledge, not the plantation owners, that made the Carolina rice plantations some of the richest in the nation. After the Civil War, many Gullah Geechee families bought their own land. Some even formed independent communities, living off the coast and continuing their customs with very little outside influence. Their traditions include sweetgrass basket weaving, a direct link to West Africa, storytelling traditions, including folklore characters like Burr Rabbit, spiritual practices, blending African beliefs with Christianity, foodways that shaped Southern and soul food cuisine, okra, rice dishes, gumbo, and more. Ring shouts, one of the oldest African-based worship practices in America. Today, the Gullah Geechee people are recognized as a distinct cultural group. Their traditions have influenced jazz, blues, gospel, Southern cooking, language patterns, and even American folklore. Their story is a testimony to strength, identity, and survival, a community that refused to let their African roots be erased. If you enjoyed this powerful story, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Black History Stories 13 on YouTube. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can catch every new episode as soon as it drops. Thank you for watching. And remember, our history is deeper, richer, and more brilliant than we were ever taught.